Okay, hey, welcome back to Cheetah's Intentional Living Nook. All right, I'm Cheetah, of course, and I'm going to be doing your toxic love read. This reading is not to offend anybody. It is just for us to talk about maybe some things that maybe we think, maybe in the back of our head. I don't know. But either way it go, if nothing else, if it does not resonate with you, if it does not apply, then don't hold on to it. Just laugh at it, click off, or whatever you like to do. If it does apply to you, then and if you would like to go deeper into the reading, you can reach me at 318-888-8250. All right, here we go. Okay, so if you're at this portion of the video, you are more than likely a Capricorn female. So for your toxic love read, the first question that I'm going to ask is, how do you love? And these are the cards that came out for you. Okay, creating value, all that you need, and high maintenance. So with these cards coming out, I feel like you feel like you bring, this is creative value. With this card, I feel like you add value to people, and that this is all that you need. This card lets me know that you feel as though you add value to their life, and that you're all that they need, all that a person will need. All right, and high value, and you also want to be treated like a high value woman. Okay, all right. So I'm going to ask, what do you want out of love? All right, and this is what popped out: emotional connection. So this card makes me feel like you want some bomb ass sex and with love. You want the sex and the passion mixed up in one. You want a good partner in bed, a good sexual partner in bed, and you also want them to genuinely love you. You want to know that you're feeling loved. Okay. What should you reconsider about love? Okay. All right. So right away, I'm feeling like you should have patience. And when this card comes out with the other woman card, I feel like you should have patience and not always assume that there is a other woman. You should kind of let situations play out. But on the other hand, I also feel like with these cards coming out together, is that sometimes you have patience. You're patient and you take your time with people who have other women. Maybe you feel like they will eventually leave that other woman, and that you'll be all that they need. Like we say right here, you'll be all that they need. You will be everything that they need because you bring value to them, and they will leave the other woman. Now, this is your toxic love read, so I will point out right now that that is very toxic. Don't be offended because I say toxic, because toxic, everybody has a certain amount of toxicity in them at this point in life. You know what I mean? It's just that, certain combinations of people, when we're with certain people, they just trigger us a little bit, because especially if you're dealing with people that you have to add value to. I don't know if that's I'm not going to say that's wrong, and I'm not going to say that's the right way of feeling. I'm just going to leave it at this. Maybe you should allow a person to come to you who already has the value, and then instead of this sexual connection with the love, maybe you should allow the love to come in first before the sexual connection. But that's not what we're here for. I'm not gonna do that right now. Right now, we're just talking about the toxic love read, or we're just talking about the questions that I'm asking. Okay, so what should you reconsider with love? Giving it a little bit of time to figure out if they have another woman. Giving it a little bit of time before you accuse them of having another woman. Okay, seeing how things are going. Okay, all right. And what will make love flow easily into your life? And we have life in the fast lane and marriage. So you want to get married fast. That's what will make love flow easily. That's how you feel like a person can express their love to you quickly, by marrying you fast when you feel like you're ready to get married. Okay, all right. Now, what makes you the best lover and why? What makes the Capricorn female the best lover and why? All right. Well, from what I see is that you feel like you remove the toxic in people's lives. Like, you remove that toxic energy in their life, and you feel like you can make their life better. Okay, but you're always back and forth with whether you want to do it or not, whether you want to commit to that or not. That's a big burden to bear. That's a heavy load to carry with somebody, trying to remove all the toxic things and make everything right in somebody's life. That's a big burden to bear. So from what I'm seeing here, for your toxic love read, I'm not giving advice, we just going over this. But what I'm seeing here is that you like to deal with people that you feel like you add value to. So maybe you date down, okay? And you feel like you're high maintenance, but that's hard, because when you date people who you feel like you have to add value to, do they really see your high maintenance quality? Do they really see what type of person you are? Do they really see what type of high maintenance value you have? If they kind of down themselves, you know, if they not feeling good about themselves, how can they feel good about you? You know, I don't know. But what I would say is that this is something that every girl wants. Everybody wants that bomb ass sex with their lover. You know, somebody that truly loves them. So I feel you on that. But then again, we gonna revisit this section. What is this? What should you reconsider? Having patience and figuring out if there is another woman, if they're gonna leave that other woman, or if, let me see, figuring out if there is another woman, figuring out if they're going to leave that other woman. And but what I'm feeling here, the word that keep popping up in my head is competition. So if you feeling like it's some type of competition, that's toxic within itself, because what are you competing for? If you're competing over a person that you feel like you add the value, then it's not for you to compete for them, it's for them to compete for you. I don't know, I'm not giving advice, that's just something that's spilling out, you know. But on the other hand, when we get down here to the what will make love flow easily for you, jumping in too quick and getting married. Let's see, jumping in too quick and getting married, life in the fast lane, and the marriage card. If the person that you're dating is with another woman, you don't want to necessarily jump in too quick and marry them, and then they're going back and forth with you and they have another woman. I mean, I don't feel like you deserve that. But you know, I'm not living your life. We just going over some things that maybe you might want to think about, maybe something that's on your mind, or maybe something that you thought, and this is just some little confirmation, okay? But seeing how we have this up here, now you know what it is. That's what came out for you, and so you can think about that however you like to think of it, however you want to process it. But I am going to get you a card from the New Orleans Oracle deck, and this will be something to look forward to in the future. All right? So something for Capricorn female to look forward to in the future. What energy can a Capricorn female look forward to in the future? What energy can a Capricorn female look forward to in the future? What energy? All right. Self-care. So in the meantime, while you're doing, I don't know if you can see this, it's a tad bit, well, it's not dark, but I don't know, my lighting is funny. Self-care. So in the meantime, you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, you know, even throughout all of this. You want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, and you also want to make sure that the person that you're interested in, that they're taking care of themselves too. All right, I'm gonna pull a couple of cards from the Cheetah deck, and let's see what they got to say. All right. I didn't even ask, how y'all doing today? Thank you for watching my video. All right, Capricorn female. So this is what came out for you, L. All right, so when we deal with this type of energy, when we deal with this putting value into other people's lives when they should have their own value, when we deal with that, we ultimately take an L, because we're trying to force or push on somebody our perspective of what we think that they should be, and that causes you to take an L, because no grown adult Capricorn female, no adult woman or no adult man is going to take too lightly to somebody telling them that they need to change their whole way of being. So if it walk like a duck and it talk like a duck, more than likely it's a duck. You have to decide on whether or not that's something that you want to deal with. And if it's something that you do want to deal with and it's workable, you do have to continue to have this patience, you know, to see where they're going with things, because sometimes people just wear a mask for a little bit of time. You know, it's not necessarily, they're not necessarily showing you who they are right off top. But we kind of already know this deep down inside because of certain things or certain conversations that we have with these people. So we give them the benefit of the doubt, right? And thus, that leaves us to where we are taking L's, and where we're thinking now we're removing toxicity out of their life, we're actually adding more toxicity into our own lives and their lives too, because now we're probably arguing and going back and forth and trying to express our views and get our point across. And you know, love is hard. I know love is hard, but ultimately a relationship where you don't do nothing but argue is, I don't know, to me it would be strenuous, but you know, I don't know, to each their own. My mom hates when I say I don't know, but I feel like that. I don't know, because everybody has their own personal thing. That's why I came up with this toxic love read, because it'll help, you know, if it's to help or point out or whatever, what it is that you may be, you know, may need to brush up on in your love relationships. Okay. All right, so that's all I have for you, Capricorn female. So till next time, babe.